the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before.
Hey, it's Nate, and today I am doing the gorgeous Songbird by Fleetwood Mac. I'm going to show you an easy and great sounding piano chord accompaniment to play and sing along, even if you're a beginner. Let's jump in. Okay, so first off, I recommend you get the chords and lyrics chart. There's a link down in the description. That's going to help you follow along and see where the chords and the lyrics line up with each other. We'll start out with the intro. Here are the chords to that. At the end of this lesson, I will show you a slightly more advanced version of this intro, but for now, let's just focus on the underlying chords. Starting with an F major chord. Now here's middle C, so we get the octave right, and then above middle C, in the right hand, I'm doing F, A, and C. And then 2 octaves lower down here, I'm doing just an F bass note with my 5th finger. The other chord we need is a B flat over C. Really colorful sounding chord. So I'm doing an inversion of B flat here. F, B flat, and D. And then since it's B flat slash C or B flat over C, the bass note is actually going to be a C, which we can do with our 1st finger. So just notice that neither of your hands really have to change position. Your 1st finger's already where it needs to be, and your 1st finger in the right hand's already where it needs to be. And those are the only 2 chords in this intro. Now we are in 4/4 time, so each of these measures get 4 counts. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally 2 full measures just on the F before we would go into the verse. And if you want to add a little bit more energy, you could play quarter notes in the right hand, just playing on every count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's look at the first verse. Here are the chords to that, and we already know the chords for the first 2 lines. Now, the B flat here does not have the slash C, so you are going to do a B flat bass note with the left hand with the 2nd finger. And we've got 2 measures of B flat, 2 measures of F, and then that whole line repeats again. Right off the bat, I'm just going to continue that quarter note rhythm. For you, 3, 4, 1. There'll be no more crying. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. For you, 4, 1, 2. The sun will be shining. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And I feel. Okay, so now we're gonna go to a G minor. Step to my 4th finger for the bass note here, and then the right hand's gonna be G, B flat, and D. And this is in the same measure with another B flat chord, and we can do that B flat just as we did before. Now notice in the right hand, the only thing that needs to happen for the B flat is to move that G down to the F, as we of course step to our 2nd finger there in the left. And this measure is split evenly between the 2 chords, so it's gonna be 2 counts each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before we're going to come all the way up to this D minor. And you're just going to have to stretch your 1st finger up a little bit to reach that D. And that's going to be A, D, and F in the right hand. Now this is one of the trickier parts. These little dashes here represent extra counts of the D minor because this measure, it isn't split evenly. We've got 3 counts on the D minor. And then on the 4th count, and only on that 4th count, we hit a C, sort of in passing, on the way to another B flat. One, 2, 3, 4, and then we're on B flat for 2 measures. Before we just go to F for the rest of the verse. Now just a little detail here in the left hand. Like I mentioned, you have to stretch up to hit that D, which kind of pulls your hand up here. You're going to end up doing 2nd finger on C, 3rd finger on B flat, Usually we've been doing the second finger on the B flat, and we're gonna wanna get back there. So at any point when you're just hanging out on these two B flats, you can just move your second finger to it. And then you'll be all set for your fifth finger to land comfortably back on the F for the last line. And I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. So I'm gonna move my second finger there. I know it's right. So now we're on this F for 4 full measures before the next verse. And this is a good time to talk about the option for whenever we have a few measures of F in a row, which happens throughout the song, you can totally throw in a little F sus2, where you just change the middle note from the A to the G. And you can do that, maybe do a measure of F, then throw in the F sus2. Or you could even go back and forth a little quicker, just play it loose. And by the way, for this whole song, I am holding down the sustain pedal with just a quick little lift every time the chord changes. If you need help with your pedal lift timing, I made a video all about that. So after those 4 measures of F, we've got the second verse. It looks like this. It's the exact same as the first verse. Of course, the lyrics are different, but there are only 2 measures of F at the end. And I want to bring in one more optional detail to the left hand rhythm to give it a bit more energy. It would sound like this. So to count that, we need to think in eighth notes. So we're dividing the beat in half, not just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, but thinking 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And in addition to playing the left hand on count 1, we're also going to play it on the and after 2 in between 2 of the right hand hits that are just still playing on every count. Let's just practice it on the F chord. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. You can think together, right, left, right, right. Together, right, left, right, right. Like I said, that is optional. If it throws you off, feel free to skip it. Speaking of optional, I mentioned that you can always throw in the F sus2 whenever we're hanging out on the F for more than a measure. Same thing is true with the B flat. You can do the B flat sus2. Now this is an inversion, so the note that changes is going to be the top one. It's going to go from the D to using your 4th finger on the C. It's just a nice little color, some nice variation. So let me play through this whole second verse and I will throw in some of those optional details, the extra left hand rhythm and some of those sus2s on the B flats and F chords. To you, I'll give the world. To you, I'll never be cold, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. Okay, and then we would hit the chorus. Okay, so here are the chords for the chorus. Now we've already seen a C and a B flat chord in this song, but we're going to be doing these in a slightly different way in root position rather than inverted. And this is where everything gets a little bit more powerful. So our hands have been here. I'm going to move the right hand down for a root position middle C, C, E, G, and I'm going to move my left hand down and I'm going to put my second finger on this really low C, 2 octaves below middle C. So we've got a measure of that C, then we're going to step down to a root position B flat chord, B, D, F. I'm using my 3rd finger here on the B flat, and then I'm going to come up to my 1st finger for the D, D minor. From that B flat, all that needs to change is the B flat in the right hand comes down to that A. And then we're on that D minor for 2 measures. Now notice that this is the same D minor voicing we did in the verse, but we're an octave lower. And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. Now we've got this B flat major 7. We're going to just make a pretty big jump here. We're going to come up back to the hand position we had before. So I'm going to put my second finger on this B flat here. And then on the right hand, we're going to do F, A, and D. It's a really nice sounding chord there. That's going to be for a measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to step up to C9. It sounds complicated, but all we got to do is step up to this bass C in the left hand. And essentially in the right hand, you just do a G minor chord, the G, B flat, D. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. So just 2 measures of F there at the end. And I would say the first line can be nice and powerful, and then in the second line we can back off a little bit, maybe even just letting the rhythm break down and just holding out on the C9 a little bit. So something like, and the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Okay, and then we are in the instrumental / verse 3. So here's the chords for that. The first 3 lines are the exact same chords as the verses, but for the first 2 lines, we're not gonna sing. It's just an instrumental. Left hand is actually down here. And this is a great place to throw in some of those sus2 chords. So maybe going to the F sus2. You can even do a little melody like that. So then this part is just like we had it before. And I wish you all the love in the world. And then here's where it's quite different. But most of all, I wish it from myself. So that's just the same C9 we just learned for the chorus, and we're on that for 2 measures before coming home to F for 2 measures. And as usual, sus2 sounds nice. And the songbird. So then we are in the final chorus. The first 7 measures here are the exact same as the first chorus. But then after the C9, when we land on the F, it's only on that F for 1 measure, and then it goes back and forth between our B flat over C 3 times before landing on F. And of course, that's for the refrain, the like never before. So from the second line, and I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. 3, 4, 1. Like never before. 2, 3, 4, 1. Like never before. Now it's going to do it one more time, but without any vocals. And then here's the final F that you can land on. And then if you want to just add a little bit of twinkling keys, and then you could also do, which we hear the piano do at the end. That's just G, A, C, an octave higher. And you can even let each note be held down once you play it, so they all get kind of added together. And then the song is over. However, I did promise that I would show a slightly more advanced version of the intro that captures a bit more of the piano melodies that are being played. Here's what that's going to sound like. Okay, so here are all the notes for this. We're going to need to be counting eighth notes, counting those ands in between the counts to get the rhythm right. In the first measure, we're going to hit the F on count 1. And then in the right hand, we're doing this high inversion of a F major chord, C, F, and A. And the timing there is 1 and 2 and. So pretty fast. 1 and 2 and 3 and. We're stepping down to this cool chord here with B flat, D, and G. I'm using my second finger on the D there. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Now we're going to come to the C bass note here, and we're going to play this C here, G, C, and E. 1 and 2, and. So on the and after 2 here, we are going to go to how we've been voicing that B flat chord with, of course, the C bass note underneath. We're going to hit that on count 4 as well. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now notice I switched my fingers here to use my 4th finger on the D just to free up my 5th finger to play this E on the and after 4. I'd say that's optional. It's a little trickier than everything else. And right after that lone E note, we're just gonna land here on the F major chord, F, A, C. We'll keep going in a second, but let's just play slowly what we've got so far. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Okay, so in this measure we're just going to stay on the F major chord, but we're going to play this nice rhythm with the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then this next measure is the same as the second measure. So once again we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and landing on the F. So this is just like the third measure. 1, 2 and 3, 4. And then this final measure is going to be the same with just F and F in the right hand. But I'm going to transition here to the rhythm pattern that we've been doing for the verses just to kind of build momentum into that first verse. That 1, 2 and 3, 4 leading into the verse. Let's do that whole thing one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. By the way, if you are looking for more of a challenge, I made a full tutorial video with the advanced details from the studio recording. Check that out. Thank you for sticking with me. I am now going to do a full playthrough so you can see how all these parts fit together. And just to note, this is the original key, but I am singing it down an octave lower, so it's better for my voice, but feel free to sing it up the octave if you can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click the bell so you know when I put out more videos like this one. Okay, here is my easy arrangement of Songbird.
For you, there'll be no more crying. For you, the sun will be shining, and I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. right. I know it's right. And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. And I wish you all the love in the world, but most of all, I wish it from myself. And the song